Hello all of you awesome people out there, and welcome back to another super awesome mega cool video done by myself, Disowned here. On this video is pretty much going to carry on from where the last one ended. So that's doing Sisters of Eve level 4 missions, except for, as you can see, I am in a nice shiny or kind of dusty looking Noctis, so I'm going to be the salvage guy. Basically, I do have my Vector Navy issue with me as well, same one I used in the last video. I'll be helping Mark complete the site, or at least the first room, and then as soon as salvage is ready and available, I'll be jumping into this and collecting all the salvage. So the idea is there's 3 people in the fleet so far. I've got Marc Ceaser, Tiger Child, and myself. Those 2 are going to be kind of completing the sites. I'm going to be following behind salvaging, and I'm pretty much going to keep everything I find. If I do come across a tasty like super expensive module, I'll donate it to Mark for opening up his level 4 missions. But other than that, the loot will be mine to do with as I wish. Now, there was a lot of wrecks in the last video, as you see. When you completed the site, there was a lot of wrecks, so I'm presuming we should be getting a nice amount of ISK for this. Let's have a quick run around the fitting I've put on. There's really only a few ways you can fit these, and this is one of them. You might change these for warp core stabilizers, maybe if you're in somewhere dodgy, or reinforced bulkheads. So that's pretty much it. But we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 Salvager ones. We also have 4 small tractor beam ones in the highs. I have a cap recharger 2 and a micro warp in the mids, and in the lows I've got 3 Expanded Cargohold IIs. And if you're looking for rigs for salvaging, it's these ones you want. Medium salvage tackle 1. You can't get the tackle 2s, but at the time maybe they were too expensive. I wasn't trained into them too well or something, I don't know. I also have 5 salvage drones with me as well, so this thing should pretty much be able to clear the sites faster than what these guys can run them. So from time to time I might jump into my VNI and help them out, but the majority of my time will be spent salvaging. So as I said, there is a few of us in the fleet. I'm just going to simply drag it over here. We have Marc Ceaser. Thanks a lot, matey, for opening up your level 4 missions to the corp. And we have Tiger Child as well, who's dragging a little bit behind, but should be catching up to us shortly. So Mark's telling me now that he is ready to go. So let's crack into it. I need to switch over to my VNI and complete at least the first room. So a lot of fast forwarding and fancy editing to come, guys, and then we'll jump into the Noctis. Alright, so that looks like this room is cleared. Tiger Child has caught up. He's about 1 or 2 jumps away. So I'm going to now align back to, if I'm not aligned, I'm in a different system. I'm now going to travel back to wherever the hell I left my Noctis. Ah, dear something. There he is. I'm going to travel back to here, get my Noctis, and then come straight back to here, which I will bookmark to remember where it is. And I will start salvaging away. Alright, so here we are back with these guys. Not quite sure why they haven't jumped through to the next room, to be honest. But, yeah, I'm going to start salvaging away and just let these guys know that you can continue. Yes, there we go. We'll let them know that they can actually move on to the next. So all we need to do here, really straightforward, we can lock things up and we can drag them in from 32 km. So we just want to slowly move towards them, and I just activate 1 of these tractor units on each wreck. Oh, just like that. And when you get close enough, we can loot them, we can salvage them, and do all that kind of good stuff. We also have drones, so I can also pick like a few which are really far away and I can't bother kind of slow burning to in the end game. And I just send our drones out to go get them. What's my drone range on this? 52. Okay, go for that one instead then. So yeah, again, it's going to be a lot of fast forwarding. And there we go, unlock that one. A lot of fast forwarding and me just kind of salvaging away. So, might not be the most exciting and glamorous job in New Eden, but I think it should bring us some pennies in. So yeah, we'll soon find out. In fact, something I forgot to mention, if we were to just quickly unlock all of these, I know it's a bit of a pain and I forgot to do it at the beginning, but if we actually unlock all of these and then just tell our drones to salvage, there we go, they'll just go out and they'll just salvage random sites non-stop. Even when we start locking things up, they'll still just keep salvaging all on their own, so I don't need to give them targets or anything, which can save a little bit of time. So you've gone to that one there. They generally go to the closest ones, so you can predict which ones they're going to go to. So next they should go to this one, which is 25 km away. There they go. And even if I didn't have that locked, they would be salvaging away. So little handy tip for you is there. And there we go, there's the first room all done. I've just got a little note from them saying that the next one is ready as well. So we're going to jump straight through. Remember to bring your drones with you. This is how much we got from the first one, 3.320 mil, and that took next to no time at all. In fact, to be honest, the drones were doing most of the work before I even managed to get my salvages on. Just the drones were there. So yeah, we're going to jump into the next room now. I'm pretty sure this site, I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's got 3 rooms altogether. So if we're going to get 4 mil per room, we should be coming away with quite a nice amount of ISK for very little risk, especially if I just send my court members in first to clear it out for me. Very little risk. And yeah, nice returns for such a little amount of work. And this ship itself, well, 68 mil. So it might take a while to actually get the money back for this ship, but not as long as you'd think. So let's get into the next room and well, just carry on. Alright, so there is another room done. If we drag this window over, now up to 8.2 mil. Bear in mind, this is all estimated, so it might go up and down. Let's see if the next room clear. Let me know when next room is clear. And again, that one did not take me very long. And I even managed to split the loop right down the middle, and I had to travel like 30k's or something to one group to another group. But yeah, absolutely loving this so far. I didn't think I'd enjoy salvaging quite as much. I've flown a Noctis before. I actually have one or a few of them dotted around just in case I ever need them. But I've never actually followed someone around with level 4 missions, and Joe just cleared up entire sites like this. So it's quite fun for me. I just enjoy anything new, to be honest, and especially when I'm flying new different ships. It's obviously a bonus. So the third room is clear, so we can now jump through and once again do it all. Now we haven't got anything too, if we just stack all of these, we haven't got anything too major or fancy or anything. It's all kind of just components and well, junk, to be honest. I mean, this kind of, well, it's not expensive, but I like tags. I kind of just seem to collect them. But yeah, it all adds up, you know, especially if you're running these missions, say, solo, and you're getting all the bounties, all the LPs, and on top of that, you're going to be getting some, you know, easy salvage as well. Could definitely be worth doing. So, same again. Here's our 2 guys here, both in their Ravens. We're just going to sit here. We're going to start locking everything up. First of all, we're going to get our salvage drones out because I keep forgetting you want the salvage drones out first. And just tell them to salvage, and they'll just kind of salvage endlessly regardless of what you've got locked up. I'm just going to start moving slowly towards things, which might be a little bit too far away. It's going to burst this actually to get closer. And once again, guys, there's nothing in there, so I don't need to drag it over. We're just going to drag things over, salvage them up, and then catch up to these guys in the next mission. Alright, so there we go. That's that entire site completely cleared up. I got everything. At least I think I got everything. I don't think they took anything. No, it's possible they did. And this is exactly what we've got. We've got lots of components. We've got quite a few little drones, actually. I'll say quite a few. It's like 5 or 6. Bits and bobs of ammunition. Now, I tend to put all the Tech 1 drones and ammunition into a corp hangar where people can pick at it as and when they need it, if they're ever a little bit low. Got a few odd modules down here. Quite a few components as well. So, again, nothing major, nothing to write home about. But adding, what's that, 11 million estimated ISK onto your missions for the sake of 10, 15, I don't know how long it took me actually. It feels like it took about 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. So it's definitely worth it in my eyes. Unless you are literally just grinding for LP. Like I say, I don't usually run level 4 missions, so I don't exactly know what the cost of everything is and how much, you know, you get for doing certain things, but I'll quite happily take 11 mil rather than leaving it in space. So these guys are now doing a Garista's Extravaganza site next. So I don't even know which race that was, to be honest. We've just been doing, but next we're going to be salvaging a Garista site. So I'll probably jump into my VNI again and help out just for the first room or even the whole site, depending on which type of mission it is. And then we'll jump straight back into this thing and do another mission. And this will probably be the last one. From this, we'll have done 2 missions. We can figure out exactly how much we kind of get per mission and get some nice numbers up. So let's dock up and let's catch up to these guys here. Alright, so we're on to the next one now. And apparently this site has a bonus room. So Mark has just given me this thing, a Garista diamond tag. Not quite sure how this works. I'm taking it with me anyway. I'm only going to be helping them clear the first room. They'll be doing all the combat after that. And I'm only doing the first room really just to help out a little bit. Rather than me sitting in station and waiting for them to call my name. So, same as before, we're going to warp over. We're going to start blasting things in the face, because that's just how we roll. And then I'm going to come back here, get my Noctis, and start salvaging up again. Hopefully, if there's a bonus room, means we might get a little bit more salvage. Possibly. But like I said, if anything major pops up, like if, I don't know, it's a Garista site, this one, so if a Garista's battle control unit thingy comes up, then I'll give it to Mark as a thank you for running the fleet. I mean, anything that's worth millions and millions, you know, it's not really fair me keeping hold of it. So let's actually get there. Let's start taking things out and actually getting the salvage before we worry about what we're going to be doing with it. Right, here we are once again. I have only really got heavy EMs, so that's exactly what I'm going to throw out, at least for these towers first. Let's get them out because they usually hit quite hard, and then we'll flick over to the mediums for everything else, and they seem to have defaulted to that one, so fair enough, go for that one first. So yeah, fast forward time guys, let's get some action in, some awesome tunes, which if you're interested in where this music comes from, by the way, which is probably playing, I might even put it in now, you know, let me know, because it's actually a friend of mine makes it, and it'll be really interested to hear your guys' like thoughts and feedback and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so there we go. That's everything down once again. And not that much tasty loot, but there is some tasty loot here. So let's go get our Noctis, and we'll come right back. Now this video, and I did struggle a little bit. I had every tower lock me when it came in, and it went a little bit lower. Probably went to about here maybe. But did okay, to be honest, especially when the other guys started blowing the turrets up as well. Did absolutely fine. So let's wait for our drones to come back, which they are slowly returning since they are heavies. And we'll go get our Noctis once again and make some more awesome loot by just basically feeding off what everyone else has done. This is their hard work. I'm just coming in to scoop up the spoils. Alright, so here we are. I did actually remember to just make a bookmark before I managed to warp off. But if you do ever forget to bookmark to know the location, if you're in a fleet like this, you can simply warp to one of your fleet members and it will take you back to the first acceleration gate. It won't jump you into the same room as them. It'll take you to like the beginning of the mission area. So that's something good to know. Unless you got an MTU in there, you could always combat scan it down. If you were running them solo and you had no way of getting back, if you had an MTU, combat scan it down, and you can get back that way. But if you're running missions, you probably don't have a combat probe scanner. But there you go, a little tidbit for you. I also did remember to bring the Garista diamond tag so we can get into the bonus room, these guys are calling it. And I'm not quite sure what's in there. Maybe it's just one big ship with some loot in, but we'll soon find out. So back into the first room. Another little montage here of us collecting these 4. Only 4. That's probably... Oh, there's another 2 there. So, you know, these few wrecks, and then we'll go into the next room when it's clear. And there we go, that's all of that one done. We had 11 mil, we're still on, well, 11.1, so we made 100k from that. Not mega good, but obviously there was only a few wrecks here. And the next room is not clear. I had a feeling this would happen. Apparently there's only 3 things left, so I'm going to push me luck here and see how a Noctis handles in a level 4 mission. I'm pretty sure they'll be dead by the time I get there, to be honest. But let's warp in and see if we get targeted and see how much damage this thing can take. Not a lot, to be honest. I've never actually looked at this thing from a combat point of view. Yeah, it's quite... terrible, but I'm impatient, so I'm going in. We've got 11.1 mil so far. Hopefully we don't screw any numbers up. There's actually battleships in here, so let's just hope that we don't get targeted anytime soon, because that could really end our day quite badly. Yeah, I'm gonna start locking these things up. Let's keep an eye on him. He's 56 away from me, so he should be okay. I mean, you can probably hit me from that far away. Soon find out anyway. So let's start dragging these things in. I forgot to get the drones out again, so I'm going to have to give them individual flipping targets. You can go for that. And we'll just start pulling these things in. Ah, one of them has a mobile tractor unit, which makes it even easier. Oh, we're getting locked up by something, so let's start running away. Run away! Maybe this was not a good idea. He probably has lots of health left. Alright, so we're going to have to warp out. It seemed like a good idea at the time. It really did. Let's pull it back in. We also warp very, very, very slow. But hopefully we should be okay. Guys, they're probably sitting there thinking, what the hell is Hero doing? Why does he come in halfway through? And to you, all I'm going to say is, I got bored, guys, and decided to jump in. There we are. Quite safely managed to get out. Don't need to bookmark, actually, because I've already saved it. And we'll try that again. Alright, so let's try going into that second room again and take this a little bit more seriously. But hey, at least now I can say that I'm actually flying a combat Noctis. It has been in combat, regardless of the fact it's got no guns. It's now officially, so it's seen its war days. It is officially now a veteran of PvE. But anyway, let's get back into it. So he did have a tractor beam down a scene. I'm guessing that was maybe because he knows there's some decent loot in this room and he wanted to make sure he got it. I would have given him back anyway, but... well, at least from my point of view, it means everything now is quite nicely, tucked together. So I'm actually going to target these two up because I want the drones to take them out. And then I'll just start grabbing these because it's pointless me, flying all the way over there for these two when the drones can do it for me. So we want that one on there, that one on there, that one on there, and that one on there. So yeah, again, guys, lots of fast forward in the last few videos. Lots of cool little, not slideshows, what's it called? Compilations of me salvaging and blowing things up. But unless you want to sit here for the next, I don't know, 5-10 minutes and watch me do every single one of these individually, it's for the best. Alright, so I kind of flicked through this whole mission because it was taking ages with these guys slowly, plinking away at things. It's obviously not an easy one to do. So they're in the safe room, mega loot room, extra room. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but they're in here and they're acting a little bit confused because apparently maybe another wave's due, but it's just not like spawned in. But we've done all the other rooms, and besides this one, we are currently up to 25.2 million. So if you're after salvage explicitly, maybe you're doing industry or something, then definitely follow someone around doing level 4. So here we are anyway. So I only asked you to find 5 Garista rendezvous points. This is not the mission I gave you. You've been traveling on there. Okay. Yes, okay, so that's basically saying that you're off the mission now. You're doing something a little bit different. So let's salvage these up. There is no loot here. Maybe I think that's what they're confused about, that there should be loot, but there isn't. So let's just salvage these up. And yeah, add everything up, see how much we earn per hour. And go over what I thought of it. Alright, so here we are, nice and safe in a station. Not that we were kind of under any threat anyway. But we're all docked up and we've got all of our goodies with us. So if we give that a quick stack there, we can see we've got an estimated value of 26.6 million. That is quite a lot of salvage for, I'm going to say, 2 hours work. Because if we look in our wallet here and go back to the first bounty we got, which was... it'll be this one here, because this is when I've kind of bought stuff before I started. It'll be this one here. It's 23.35. So say we started actually salvaging at 23.30. It is now near enough bang on 1:30. So 2 hours work. We managed to get to 26.6 million. But I'm not going to take that as a final kind of answer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy all of this, because we were empty when we first started. And I'm going to paste it into a website called Eve Appraisal Price Check. And I'll have the website linked in the description down below in case you want to check it out. And all we need to simply do is just copy and paste everything in. Pick where we want to sell it. We can go to GTA, the Universe, Armada, Dixie, Hack, Vans. I always sell things in GTA because, well, might not get the best price, but it's definitely going to sell. And we hit submit, and that is coming back at a little over 30 million-isk. That is absolutely brilliant. That's the sell price, by the way. The buy price is about 28 million, but 30 million is going to be able to put all this stuff on the market, which is brilliant. For 2 hours work, we've basically made 15 mil an hour. Now, if we also add on top of that the bounties I got, so we've got, what, say 1 mil there, 2, 3, we've got about three. My math's not too good, but say between 2 and 4 million in bounties as well. And since we did actually take part in the missions, we did actually do a few rooms, so we helped out. We got some loyalty points as well. This comes back at about 2, maybe 3,000 loyalty points on top of what we've just done. So this is absolutely brilliant. Now what you could do quite easily, I mean, doing this on your own, I mean, I was sitting around for an awful long time waiting for those guys to clear the rooms, and nothing wrong with them. You know, 2 Ravens were doing them, they were doing it as fast as they can. But I was sitting around for a lot of time. So if I actually ran backwards and forwards and got my VNI out or my combat chip out and actually helped maybe complete the whole site, bookmarked it, and then done another site, and just kept up with the guys for like 2 hours, which is how long we've been running a mission for before we called it a night. So if I actually done all the missions with them, got all the bounties, which I would have earned, all the loyalty points I would have earned, all the standing increases as well, all that kind of good stuff, and then went back once they've kind of logged off and gone, I then went back and salvaged all this, that would just add a nice little cherry on top of the mission pie, shall we say. So definitely worth salvaging level 4 missions. Whether they're all the same, I don't know. These were Sisters of Eve ones, and whether all the Sisters of Eve missions are the same, I don't know. But the 2 we did tonight, definitely worth it. So I'm probably going to leave this video here. In case you're wondering what I'm going to do with all this, basically I'll put all the ammunition and drones in like our ammunition hangar so people can pick at it when and as they need it. All of these kind of parts and stuff, they will go into the engineering hangar, so engineers can use that, and I'll probably just keep all this kind of junky stuff and sell it on the market. Yeah, so other than that, if you did like this video, then please leave a like down below. If you have any suggestions for videos, again, let me know, because I'm starting to run a little bit dry, to be honest. But other than that, I'll see you guys right here very soon in another video. Bye-bye! If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well to get some more game guides, how-tos, let's plays and live streams from myself. I also think you should check out this video just up here, but if that one doesn't interest you, then try this one. Other than that, guys, take it easy and I'll see you soon.